In this world, we need air to survive. And the way the world is going and producing so much pollution, the environment is being destroyed very quickly. After reading different articles and learning different facts about pollution, in my opinion, I have determined that we need to figure out another way as human to solve pollution. The best way to lower pollution would be to change how power is generated in big cities that exceed federal health limits and standards. And I'm here today to persuade you that solar power is the way to go. First, let's get to our first main point, which is the problem. What is pollution? Pollution is a liquid particles and certain gases suspended to the air, and these particles are called aerosols. These particles that are formed by chemical reactions for aerosols. As I said, NASA's Climate Kit, as said in NASA's Climate Kit article, the particles come from car and truck exhaust, factories, dust, pollen, mold spores, volcanoes, and wildfires. These aerosols enter the atmosphere when we burn items such as coal and wood and other objects which fossil fuels form. First, we're going to talk about how natural gases enter the world and cause pollution. Volcanoes cause pollution by when erupting, it's releasing hazardous gas, sulfur dioxide, which can lead to acid rain and air pollution and downwind from a volcano. Wildfires burning so much land and spreading quickly cause more carbon dioxide to spread into the atmosphere very easily. Fossil fuels affecting the air, such as car exhaust burning, causing more pollution into the air. Factories being built and expanding, causing more machinery to be used, also increasing pollution. In the article, what are ways to make factory eco-friendly by Solem Solutions provider states, additionally, US factories emit 1.2 trillion gallons of untreated sewage and industrial waste into the water every year. They discharge 3 million tons of toxic chemicals and consume nearly 16 gallons of water per day. Now, after explaining the problem, which was the pollution, we're going to talk about the causes. People who are exposed to excess air pollution have long-term health problems. First, we're going to talk about heart diseases and how it is caused. Pollution damages heart arteries, causing heart problems. In the article, What is Pollution by British Health Foundation, they explain how air pollution, and I quote, damaging the inside of your blood vessels, causing them to become narrower and harder. This can cause many abnormalities in your heart, which can lead to high blood pressure and heart failure. Second, pollution causes lung cancer. It is a low percentage, but it does have an effect on lung cancer. Even if you don't smoke, you are still at risk to lung cancer. The different chemicals and the bacteria from smoking released into the air are a small percentage of the cause. In the article, Why Non-Smokers Can Get Lung Cancer Too by WebMD, it states that in the US, dust, smoke, and chemicals in the air cause about 1 to 2% of what is causing lung cancer. They suspect pollution air can change DNA that might set the body at major risk for the damage. Lastly, respiratory disease and pollution changing in the air we breathe has a huge effect on our respiratory system. In the article, Understanding Air Pollution by the Respiratory Health Association, it explains breathing in air pollution can irritate your airways and may cause shortness of breath, coughing, wheezing, asthma, and chest pain, and can put you at a high risk for lung cancer, heart attack, and also stroke and extreme causes, premature death are also an effect that air pollution has on your lungs and your respiratory system. After talking about the different health causes, we're going to go into our last topic, which would be the solution. As for the solution, I believe cities with higher pollution rates should change their power source to solar power. I believe solar power should be used in every city to reduce the pollution. Solar power does not require the use of fossil fuels. In the article, Solar Energy by the National Center for Appropriate Technology explains how even with the emission related to solar cell manufacturing are counted, and they generate less than 15% of carbon dioxide from the continued coal fired power plants. Solar power also reduces water pollution. Solar power does not require the use of water, which helps with the water pollution. Emitting water in the solar power benefits local water sources also by not contaminating them at all, and also not releasing fossil fuels into the local water source. Cities benefit so much by changing to solar power because it saves them money and benefits the planet at the same time. In the article, Solar Energy Use Fossil Fuels, it clarifies that electricity from fossil fuels costs between 5 to 7 kilowatts per hour. And the cost of solar power is between 3 to 6 cents per kilowatt per hour. And they are trending down as the world progresses with the solar power energy. According to the National Energy Laboratory, after explaining the benefit of changing the way we produce energy to solar power, I hope this will persuade you to get into the subject of solar power. Today, we have talked about the many ways pollution affects the world. In today's argument, we talked about how 8 million people die per year from causes of pollution. The health problems caused by pollution and how the world should adjust to the power source to solar power instead of using fossil fuel powered equipment. Making this change in how power is produced can prolong the life of many. Remember, improving pollution will not just change your life, but it will also benefit the life of million others in the world.